Presented by Sprite, the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. So for the Spurs, their last game, a win against Philadelphia. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And that game, guys, was really a perfect example of how important your bench can be. I thought the reserve production was really the key.
Exactly. That was where...
Brought to you by Sprite. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports pregame show. Sponsored by Sprite.
And now, your San Antonio Spurs starting lineup. Starting at power forward.
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. Take a look at the Mavericks. They have started the season with gusto. 4 consecutive wins, no losses, as they battle here in Game 5 of the regular season.
You know, right now for the Mavericks, they've looked really strong here in the early going. They seem like they've come together really nicely as a group, and you can see the confidence with this team.
Yeah, and the league's taking notice. I mean, they're more than capable of beating any club in the league right now.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. The forwards are Parsons and Dirk. Ellis is out there with Jameer Nelson. And it's Chandler in at the 5 spot. Now here's Green. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Parker passes to Leonard. Duncan against Parsons. Tries it from 9. No good. Now Dallas takes it the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And a very confident performance offensively, I think, guys, is really how this team clicks. I mean, when they're communicating and executing, sharing the ball, they're tough to beat.
And, Steve, you got to love that kind of performance on the road. I mean, to be a great team in the NBA, you have to be able to have that kind of performance in the other team's building. Really solid.
A lot of people thought that Danny Green would build on his play from the 2013 playoffs last season, but it was marred by injuries and underwhelming performances from him. Definitely not what he nor Spurs fans were hoping for.
Parker with no one around, and some very quick points for him on that possession.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ellis against Green. Nelson kicks to Nowitzki. Here's Chandler. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Chandler's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Here's Bonner. Mavericks with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. At home, you know, that kind of defense isn't going to cut it. Never mind if you're on the road.
They really look tired to me, and I don't know if they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss because they had no energy.
I mean, what are you going to do defensively? You can just rise up and bang down a 3-ball like that, and they get such separation with the height advantage.
Nelson kicks to Parsons. Back to Nelson. Nelson left side. The feed now to Nowitzki. Shot clock at 6. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. San Antonio trailing here. Green kicks to Leonard. Parker outside. They grab their own miss. For Dallas, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And there's the contact on the jam. He gets the whistle, but not the bucket, so 2 shots coming up for him.
Nice job there, attacking the rim and drawing the contact.
Yeah, I like that play there. The defense had no choice but to foul in order to save the dunk. You know, when you watch Monte Ellis, at least as I watch him, it seems he's always been best as a secondary scorer. We saw it back with the Warriors early in his career, and now playing with Dirk Nowitzki in Dallas. He's regaining some of that lethal efficiency.
Now here's Parker, averaging 16 points a game.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know, I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Nelson kicks to Parsons. Goes up on the wing. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Parsons got his first points of the game.
And Ellis creating shots for others in Dallas almost as much as for himself. An attack guard, able to drive and kick. He led the Mavs in assists.
Now here's Green. 11 points for him in that last game against Philadelphia.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. And the signing of Monte Ellis for Dallas, kind of a plan B after some of the bigger name free agents went elsewhere. But thus far, it's been a great fit.
Yeah, you know, Dallas not far from his hometown of Jackson, Mississippi. I mean, he feels valued by the team and appreciated. They're winning. One of the top offensive teams in the league, and that plays well to the strengths of Monte Ellis.
He kicks to Nowitzki. Cans the tough leader from the outside.
Superb playmaking from Monte Ellis. That dish was right on time.
And Parker, here we go. He dishes it to Green. From the wing. Bonner kicks to Duncan. Green against Ellis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Tyson Chandler. Well, Tim Duncan, in a lot of ways, is the epitome of Steve's substance over style.
Yeah, no doubt, Kevin, both in terms of his game and his personality. I mean, he's just a winner and a leader, but he does it in such a quiet fashion that sometimes people forget to take notice.
Now, here's Ellis. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Hornets in Charlotte. That one goes. Count it. Spurs trail by 3. Parker left side. There's Green with the 3. Green missing again.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Parsons with it. Leonard picks him up. Left side, Chandler. Leonard against Parsons. Nowitzki inside. Kicks it out to Parsons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. Parsons got his second bucket of the night. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Duncan. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. Mavericks leading by 3. Nelson kicks to Ellis. Feeds it to Chandler. Rebound by Parker. San Antonio's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. It's tipped. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. Parsons got the ball.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul. Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
The Mavericks have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Now, here is Nelson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, that's smart basketball. You foul and you send a very poor free throw shooter to the line.
Yeah, I think that's just smart. I mean, especially the way he's been throwing it down. Make him earn it at the stripe.
Well, we've all seen what Tyson Chandler can accomplish when healthy, and that is some kind of force.
Yeah, you know, maybe the best stretch of his career was at the start of the decade, a 2011 title with the Mavericks. 2012, he got a gold medal in London and was the Defensive Player of the Year in the league. And in 2013, an All-Star. I mean, that's a pretty strong 3-season run.
109 left to play here in the first. Here's Harris. No good on the 3. Spurs shooting it very well as they shake off the rust here early. 54% from the field. Diaw with it. Devin Harris covering. Chandler with the steal. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Misses from close range.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Well, Tyson Chandler has battled injuries throughout his career with a bulged disc in his neck that hindered him for parts of last season. And I think that was a big reason for the Knicks' struggles.
Here's Harris after the basket by San Antonio. It's Jefferson with the drive. Back to Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here's Ginobili after Devin Harris's score. Diaw can't hit.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Barea. And now a 3-point Dallas lead. It's Ginobili outside. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
They've come out in attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing the ball repeatedly.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, J.J. Barea is out there with Harris. Then it's Jefferson. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Wright in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jefferson dishes to Barea. That three off the mark.
You know, the Spurs culture, really an example for the entire league, and you have to give a lot of credit to head coach Greg Popovich. And he demands accountability and execution while at the same time balancing that with a really great sense of humor and an authentic interest in his players as people, and that goes a long way. And he's got a great leadership team around him, his owner and the general manager. They've been a terrific trio for almost 2 decades now.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Coach Greg Popovich really gets to know his players and his coaches, Steve. The staff goes on a retreat every offseason where they hang out, watch tape, and brainstorm ideas.
Yeah, I actually attended one of those off-season retreats a few summers back, and it was fascinating watching tape with the entire staff, talking about their team. What a great experience.
Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Dallas. Ellis comes in for J.J. Barea.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for San Antonio. Parker comes in for Corey Joseph and then for Dallas. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Wright. Nowitzki comes in for Jay Crowder. And Jameer Nelson is subbed in for Harris. Now here's Ginobili. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the shot is good.
And as the game has gone along, they've gotten much more aggressive on the offensive boards.
You know, crashing the boards is really an effort thing. It's an attitude and effort thing. And if teams get tired, they usually take a break on crashing the board. But they've done just the opposite here.
And here is Ellis. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Parsons passes to Nowitzki. Diaw with the steal. Ginobili attacking Leonard. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. And now a 5-point Spurs lead.
Boris Diaw, pretty unique player in the NBA. Came into the league as a passing point forward, but became a small forward and then really a 4. But he's a crafty passer and he can score a little bit from the outside. Very difficult player to guard.
The Spurs making a switch here. Duncan's checked in, and Dallas with a change here too. Wright, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. Ellis kicks to Parsons. Looks for Nowitzki, gets it to him. That's good. And you look at Diaw playing before. Some have criticized his conditioning, but he has the size to hold his ground. That's for sure on the low block.
Yeah, you can't move him out of there. He's a good post defender because he's strong and smart. Not as good moving in space, though. Lacks a little lateral quickness. He's a low-average rebounder, so it's good to pair him with somebody that does glass eating. Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Yeah, he's sensing this is a critical time in this game, guys.
Now, here is Nelson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Parsons kicks to Ellis. Here's Wright. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
And the shot is good. Ginobili's got the lead up to 5 now for San Antonio.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Here's Nowitzki. Makes it off the glass. Nowitzki's got 7 points in the game. Here's Parker. The full court Hail Mary is offline.
Not sure what he was thinking there. That's embarrassing.
You think? I mean, come on now. Doesn't he realize there's a game going on here? Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Now here's Nowitzki. Last game he had 13. And it's Wright missing. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Diaw dishes to Duncan. Duncan right side. Duncan right side. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way up. And now a 7-point Spurs lead.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
And the Mavericks call time here. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Monte Ellis joined the Mavs last season, and Coach Rick Carlisle said, "We love him. He's been a godsend. He fits what we're doing. He fits with Dirk. He's been extremely coachable, and he's a rise-to-the-moment player. Just a great competitor." Kevin, they've made great use of his slashing ability.
One of the best offenses in the league, Doris. Thanks. And Parsons gets it to go. Spurs leading by 5. The Mavs have fallen back, Steve, in the West the last few years, but they were very much in the hunt this past season.
Well, they were in a battle for the final playoff spot in the West, and then they ended up in the 8th spot and took San Antonio all the way to 7 games. So they did extremely well given the strength of the conference.
Here's Harris, averaging 8 points a game. Ellis outside, and the shot is good. Ellis has got 10. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Parker against Harris. Parker kicks to Leonard. They get it again. Bonner passes to Parker. And here's Green outside. Shot is off. Great defense that time from Ellis. And Parker with the block. It's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. It's Ellis on the wing, guarded by Green. Green against Ellis. It's stolen by Green. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Parker with a clean look. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Parker's got 8. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break hoops, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And that game, guys, was really a perfect example of how important your bench can be. I thought the reserve production was really the key.
Exactly. That was where a lot of their scoring came from. It was a big game for the backups.
Crowder, he's checked in for Dallas. Parker against Harris. It's Parker with the drive. Outside Leonard. On the wing, Green. The 19-foot shot. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's just been ice cold. I mean, he cannot find the range.
Harris kicks to Crowder. Wide open. Here's Chandler. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Parker with it. Now guarded by Parsons. And the wide open shot from Green. That doesn't go either for Green.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. Danny Green, a nice find by the Spurs as a 3-and-D role player. And the Spurs always seem to find those kind of guys. A mid-second round pick was Green. He got waived by the Cavs, spent some time playing abroad. Now he holds the record for 3-pointers made in the finals.
6 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Ellis can't get it to go.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul. And for Danny Green, guys, quality defender at either wing position. And, you know, Steve, as you like to say, a floor spacer offensively.
That's right. Two-way guys, Kevin. Two-way players. That's what the playoffs are all about. You think about the success Green has had the last couple of seasons, defending star players at one end, knocking down big threes at the other. Wow, what a player he's become.
Out to Harris. Back to Ellis. They double-team Ellis. Parsons against Green. Parsons, right side. Fires from 18, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Checking into the bounce. Richard Jefferson. J.J. Moran.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Spurs leading by 7. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Rick Carlisle. And Coach, how would you analyze your defense so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. This team, they stretch you out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Coach, thank you so much. Over to you guys at the table.
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. The second half about to start up and begin any moment.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. He's got 10 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
Yeah, he's been establishing terrific position, boxing out very well and battling hard for every rebound.
Spurs leading by 7. This past offseason, the Spurs found themselves with a bit of wiggle room when it came to the salary cap.
For so long, Kevin, they've been able to only make moves through the draft, and with minor adjustments, things they really do well, but the flexibility was new to them, and I'm sure they'll take full advantage of it.
Green teams with Leonard on the wings. Duncan is out there with Bonner, and it's Parker in at the guard position. That's the San Antonio 5.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And those are the kind of plays that will turn that deficit into a lead quickly. So solid defense on the ball, that's the key.
Now here's Parker. Shoots from the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Well, for the Spurs, who knows what the future holds. It's an aging team, but they do have some players to build around. And so they could have gone in any direction with their cap space.
Now Parker, following the miss by Ellis from deep. They kick it out to Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not a good look at the hoop. They've got to do a better job offensively creating some space.
It's stolen by Green. Leonard on the wing, covered by Parsons. Duncan dishes to Parker. An easy 2 points on the layup. Parker's got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
You know, with the Spurs and their offseason options, it's actually going to get more flexible after the end of the 2015 season when they can practically build their entire team from scratch. Almost zero salary commitments for them at the end of the 2015 season.
Now here's Leonard, following the shot by Jameer Nelson. Leonard, the pass to Parker. Shoots. Green for 2 points. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to it, it's really come through. And that's not something that you get away from.
And the Mavericks call time here.
One thing you know when it comes to the Mavericks is they're not going to sit back and stand pat. They want to reload, not rebuild every year.
Now, here is Nelson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And that is good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Parker against Nelson. Parker drives in. The baseline J. And another basket for San Antonio.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs are again the defending NBA champs. One key to their success, Tony Parker said, we had to sacrifice and take less money. That's what it takes to win championships. It's just the family atmosphere here. Deep down, I know Pop will take care of me until the end of my career. Guys, it comes back to that connection.
Yeah, trust and commitment is really a staple of their organization. Thanks, Doris. Parsons for three. No luck. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Poke loose. Nelson with the steal. Here's Nowitzki. Good. And a nice assist from Nelson. Nelson's got his third assist on the night.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now, here is Nelson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ellis outside. They double-team Ellis. It's stolen by Duncan. Right side, Green. Looking to get it going. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all five guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
San Antonio calls timeout. When you talk about the great European players in NBA history, Dirk Nowitzki, Steve, has to be right at the top of the list.
Well, without question. And another distinction, you know, for Dirk is he's possibly the greatest 7-foot shooter in basketball history. Actually, I think he is. And then with that high release, you know, his jumper is about the closest thing to an unblockable shot as we've seen, you know, since maybe the sky hook back in the day.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Well, for a guy that shoots like he does, I mean, I'd say that is an easy look.
And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Spurs leading by 5. Parker kicks to Duncan. And Leonard has it in the corner. This one for 3. Mavericks with the rebound.
You know, you mentioned the sky hook. Dirk has actually been working on a version of that shot with his lifelong German trainer. Still tinkering with his game and looking to add to it even now. And he's surely going to be a Hall of Famer. That's part of the reason why he doesn't stop working on improving.
The Spurs have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Parker up top, guarded by Nelson. That's good. 18 points for Tony Parker.
Well, Nowitzki has a game that's aging so well with his size and touch. He says in the offseason he trains more just on lower body strength than he does on shooting skills, trying to keep that great platform for his shot.
Ellis can't get it to go.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Parker against Nelson. Parker dishes to Duncan. Passes it to Ginobili. Ginobili draws the double. Clock at 6. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Ellis knocks it away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here is a list of the NBA's most adept passing teams this season. These are your assist leaders. The Mavericks 4th.
And, you know, contrary to what we see from other teams, this team really has no interest in playing selfishly. I mean, their assist numbers show what a cohesive unit they are.
Here's Nelson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Nowitzki right side. Right block shot. Nice jump shot. Good.
His shooting has been so good today. He may have to to try to get his club out of this hole.
And Parker, here we go. All sorts of time. Leonard, the pass to Duncan. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a chance to check out Chandler Parsons here. How the season's turning out for him. He's putting up 14 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. I mean, we're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box scores.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Bellinelli comes in for Kawhi Leonard, and it's Joseph in for Parker. Now here is Harris. Here's Crowder, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Spurs making a change here. Baines is checked in. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
And you talk about Duncan's reserved demeanor, snubbed from the All-Star game last season, but you never hear him complain. That's just not how he does things.
And for Duncan, as respected Clark as he is, you wonder if he's gotten the recognition that he truly deserves.
Well, it's like a lot of things, Kevin. Sometimes you don't truly appreciate it until it's gone. But he's one of the 10 best players of all time in my book. Consistency, high-level performance, championships, every measure you use to evaluate him makes him one of the 10 best to play.
Pass to Crowder. Back to Jefferson. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
13 seconds on the shot clock.
35 seconds left to play in the third. And it's Harris off the drive.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post, Clark.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
The Spurs have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Your Spurs, Boris Diaw.
Second free throw, no good. The Mavericks trail it. 19 seconds left in the third. Barea kicks to Crowder. The dish to Harris. For Dallas, they have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Here's Baines, right now averaging 5 points a game. Here's Joseph. Deflects the pass. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Well, this is what you talk about when you have the offensive play coming together based on tremendous passing. It's the rhythm and flow that occurs that makes this a beautiful game.
On the floor for Dallas, Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward. Dirk and Chandler up front, and it's Nelson in at point guard. Nowitzki drives in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You wonder when you look back at it just how significant a win Dirk had when he was able to get his championship ring.
Guys, you can tell how much it meant to Nowitzki to win that 2011 title. Validation and winning again. Really now his motivation as he continues to play.
Well, he said at this age for him to keep playing at a high level, it takes tremendous dedication year-round. I mean, he needs to feel that they can contend to keep himself going.
That is good.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
Here's Nelson. He dishes it to Chandler. Diaw with the steal. They get a hand on it. Nelson with the steal. Ellis, the pass to Nowitzki. Good! Nowitzki's got 4 points now in the quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Parker against Nelson. It's blocked. They get it back. And Dallas again with the bucket. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Parker double teamed. Over to the left wing. Bellinelli with the three. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Right at the free throw line, and it's Dallas with another. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
Absolutely. I mean, 6 lead changes here so far.
Steve, exciting stuff.
Yeah, this is a fun game to watch. Which team can kind of extend a lead and make a couple of big plays here to try to seize momentum? We'll see.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Chandler Parsons, until recently, had been one of the league's great bargains on his second-round contract. He found a way to supplement his earnings, though. He did some modeling for a designer clothing company. Caught some locker room grief for it, but hey, it's good work if you can get it, and I'm sure those checks kept him from being too offended by the locker room banner.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night, you have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
And you guys were talking about Parsons' appearance. He cut his hair off last season as a show of solidarity with a 10-year-old he'd met who was battling cancer. What a generous gesture, a great gesture, Steve, on his part.
Yeah, it was awesome. I mean, the two had formed a bond and both drew inspiration from each other. You love to see it, and Parsons showing not only that he's an effective player on the court, but definitely an inspiration in his community as well.
And the call will be against Chandler Parsons.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
To the inside, Bellinelli.
Marco Bellinelli with a career season playing for the Spurs in 2013-14. His best ever three-point percentage. In fact, he led the league in that category for the first half of the season.
Dallas making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Nelson kicks to Ellis. This is to Nowitzki. Ring shot on the way. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Nowitzki's got 8 here in the quarter. And for Bellinelli, you couldn't have asked for a better situation than the Spurs offensively.
Yeah, they put their shooters in a great position to succeed, Kevin. A really good passing offense with a clear system, clear-cut system. Marco wasn't asked to create his shot as much, and that benefits him and his team.
4 on the clock. It's Parker outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Chandler's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. The pass to Nowitzki. And Dallas again with the bucket.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Ginobili outside. Kicks to Bellinelli. Parker outside, and he gets it to go. Parker's got 23.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
Here's Ellis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
You could really see an extra bounce in Monte Ellis' step last year, and that bounce has been missing for a little bit. He seemed completely revitalized and got back to what he's doing, what he does best in Dallas, and that's put the ball in the hole and put pressure on the defense.
And with Monte, he was very open to admit that he was having fun again, saying it was the most fun he's had in the NBA, Steve, since the 2007 season.
I thought it was the perfect fit for him, playing alongside Dirk and Calderon, playing for a great coach in Rick Carlisle, who put him in spots where he could really make the most of his talent. So a terrific season for Monte. I was happy for him.
Parker against Nelson. And Parker, here we go. And it's San Antonio with another. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
You know, quite honestly, Kevin and Steve, I mean, this game, as close as it's been, You really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Well, then let's root for overtime. Why not?
And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. That's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Brandon Wright's checked in for Chandler. Crowder comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Devin Harris is checked in for Monte Ellis. And Barea subbed in for Nelson. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Launches it. And Bonner pulls it down. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Rejected by Harris. And they're running. Here's Wright. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And that one's good. Parker.
He's locked in right now, guys, hitting some big shots here in the fourth quarter.
For Dallas, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Barea dishes to Jefferson. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good with the triple.
Been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
But they'll get another chance. And Duncan gets double-teamed. Into Green. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Got sloppy in a close game. You have to take advantage of every opportunity.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 1. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Nelson, the pass to Ellis. Ellis, right side. Nelson kicks to Chandler. And Bonner pulls it down. Bonner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ellis on the double team. Back to Green. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Ellis goes in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
And you throw that.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up. Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Still, I mean, startling that he'd even try that right now.
Here's Parsons. It's stolen by Green. Duncan kicks to Leonard. Oh, hammered! And he'll go to the line. That's on Monte Ellis.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, 8 rebounds, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them. Oh, what a clutch shot. That could be the difference maker.
Big, big moment in this game.
Nelson against Parker. Outside, Green. Back to Parker. It falls!
Man, Parker can be an offensive force when he gets going like this.
We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ellis with it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, they had a foul to give, but they couldn't get it done before that shot attempt.
Yeah, and giving up free throws isn't ideal here, Steve. You know that, but at least they've got the clock stopped.
And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead.
How big was that? He's just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 1. 17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 17 seconds left in the game. Parker against Nelson. Parker outside. Got it up in time. It's good. Buries the game-winning shot.
A lightning bolt to win it at the buzzer.
That is incredible. A sensational finish to a sensational game.
And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, gentlemen. I'm here with Tim Duncan. And Timmy, what did the team do tonight that helped give you guys the momentum to win this game?
Turn the defense back up. We let off hook for a little while there. Obviously, they made plays. And